Welcome to the second episode of Chasing Perspectives. My name is Elijah. I'm a photographer, filmmaker, and graphic designer. This part of the show is called the Edit Desk, and this is us taking you even further behind the scenes and explaining our edit process to you. So I'm going to walk you step by step through the edit, basically highlighting different things that we do and why we do them and exactly the final impact it has on the different images that we work on. And today I am going to give you more context on this image. This image came to be because I wanted to challenge myself. I was inspired by a black and white image I saw in Vogue, and I was like, you know what, let me see if I can recreate this, but with the humble budget that I have at my disposal. So I went out, sourced the jacket from a friend of mine. Her name is Salia. I don't know if her store's still open, but I'll make sure I'll leave a link to it below so you can also go check out her stuff. And I also sourced the model. Her name is Dee. Shout out to her, she did amazing. Let me walk you through the edit right now. Our edit process always begins with the skin. So we clean up the blemishes, clean up any marks, scars, things that I particularly don't like or things that I feel like are going to be an eyesore, and that's exactly what you're seeing right here. So we just try to make the skin as smooth as possible without making it look plasticky and glossy and really texturized. So I'm basically doing some minor smoothing before the main smoothing that comes next. The second part of the edits is about smoothing. So we smooth out the skin, smooth out the edges of the edits, and also smooth out any hard edges in the blazer or whatever outfit she's wearing, or whatever hard edges we feel needs to be smoothed out. But ultimately, it's about really just kind of like bringing out more of the smoothness into her skin more than anything, and giving it that natural look. Also, we tie in a little bit of contrasting, and we also remove any unwanted eyesores in the picture, such as stray hairs or background elements that might be too distracting. In this case, it's a studio shoot, so we're pretty much fine. So we're literally just going to focus on the hair. It's looking a bit too bushy for my liking, so we're taking that out. From there onward, it's all about just fixing up the highlights. We work on our highlighting because we're trying to bring out the parts that are already light and make them more lighter, and the parts that are already dark and make them more darker, so that we can bring out more contrast in the image itself. We also just focus on the eyes just a little bit so that we bring out a little more detail, because it also makes the image stand out quite a bit. Right now we're just going back to some highlighting, just adding a little bit more here on the thigh, and also wherever we feel like it needs to be heightened a bit more. I just realized that the face is looking a bit too plasticky for my liking, so I just went back to the original unedited image and sampled the part of her face that I felt was natural and brought it into the current edit and basically tried to blend it together so that we get more of a natural feel and it doesn't look so plasticky. From there onward, it's all about the minor touch-ups, finishing up the image, because we're basically done with it by this point. And we're just touching up the highlights again, touching up the shadows. If I see any little blemish that I missed, I just quickly go back and fix that so that everything comes together well and everything is tied together perfectly. Thank you so much for watching our second episode. Next week is going to be a really different and fun one, and we hope you're going to stick around. If you're on YouTube, please do subscribe to our channel. Please turn on the post notifications. If you're on Instagram, please turn on the post notifications. Check out our website, www.72creative.com, to see exactly what we can do for you and how we can help you elevate your brand, business, and overall mindset. My name is Elijah, and I will see you soon.